Well, and we live. I go by the name of RobiWanKanobi, man. This is the Force is Real podcast. I would like to welcome everybody to attend, listening, watching on YouTube, listening on all streaming platforms as of now. I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm glad you're here. On this episode, I have an extremely talented young lady that I've been working with for quite some time. It still feel like yesterday that, you know what I'm saying, that we had met and pretty much realized how much more of a small world that we live in.
Yeah.
So I like to start off by, reading off in a paragraph that I wrote about her because she is so awesome. You know what I'm saying? And first, first and foremost, this is the first queen. Queen on the episode. I had a whole bunch of dreadheads earlier. My first 5 episodes and whatnot. I got a bunch of rappers and whatnot. This is about time I get some feminine energy in here.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? And so it starts off in June 2015, man. House of Blues, man. I'm pulling up for a sound check. I'm playing for Q Guide and whatnot. And I see my big bro, Kaylee, AAX in the building. Funk Train, you know what it is, TSU. And I haven't, he plays set. And I haven't met at that particular point until sound check. I was blown away from the performance. Come to find out, it was young Coco Sullivan. Thanks to Mike Cap again, linking me up with you, at that point, because soon after that performance, that's when we finally linked up,
Yeah.
Soon as y'all got done, me and Q and them got done, we linked up. That's when we was all shut down, taking off, and then next thing history was made. And let's see where I'm at. Oh yeah, and then later, and finding out that you super crazy nice on the sticks. Like soon, I think it was about a solid year that I didn't realize you was at TSU or you was playing drums or any of those things. I had no idea. It was about like a solid year later that it just registered in my head. I was like, oh damn, man, we could have marched together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was happy about that, and it just kind of made me more excited to work with you thus far because you basically a little sis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically a little sis in this band. So, and then on top of that, you can correct me on this one. I wasn't sure if you were the second or the third female drum captain. Second. See? Well, yeah, let's get it straight. Second. When I was writing this, I thought it was the second or third because, Ariel.
So as far as females, I believe I was the fourth or fifth because you had Sarah 2010, Ariel. So a few females have come through the section. As far as a captain,
being captain,
T Lee was first, and then I was second.
T Lee, okay, all right. So you second, man. That's history, man. You in the books.
That's crazy.
You in the books, for real, man. Because we take that history seriously.
For sure.
So yeah, let me restate that. Saying she is the second drum section leader of the most versatile drum section in the world. Part of the Ocean of Soul Marching Band Funk Train Drumline. So that makes it so much better when I shared the stage on, many occasions. So with no further ado, I would like to welcome everybody, Coco Sullivan.
Yo.
Thank you for showing up.
Absolutely.
Thank you for pulling up on me.
Glad to be here.
This was this was definitely overdue, but I think it's in good time. It's in real good timing, man. I really appreciate that.
Right.
And couple questions. Let's let's talk to your audience. Let's tell everybody, how you get started. What lay it on me. How did what was the first time you picked up an instrument or you got hit with the music bug?
Right. So it goes as far back as a kid. My dad always recalls him recording me singing with the remote all the time, watching Michael Jackson videos and just music videos on TV, singing and dancing. And so I've always had an attraction towards music. My first performance ever as a kid was at a family reunion. So family reunions, we used to have talent shows. And I was Tina Turner. And I did Proud Mary.
Oh, damn.
I had a wig. I had on a little gold dress on.
Oh, damn.
And I remember yesterday, it was me and this other dude, we tied. And so it was a cash prize. And they
How much
made,
was the cash prize?
I honestly don't remember. I don't remember. But I know it was to a point where my family got mad because they did a crowd vote. and the crowd voted for the other guy. But mind you, he was an adult, so everybody was like, man, give it to the baby,
Exactly.
And so I say that all to say, from that point on, I knew that that's what I love to do. No matter how far I've tried to stray from it, no matter how many times I've tried to quit, like, it's there. It's evident. It's in my DNA. From singing to, like you said, drums. I started drums at the age of 7, first, second grade. So I went to a music magnet school. Shout out to Garden Villas Elementary.
All right, already.
That's what molded me into the percussionist I am. And then marched at Stevenson Middle School, marched at Austin High School, and then continued on at Funk Train TSU. So
absolutely,
drums is just as long as the singing career. So
right.
Being able to go hand in hand with both makes music that much more fun, because singing, drums, piano, DJing, whatever it is, it's all musically fun, and they all go hand in hand at some point.
Yeah, it's very interchangeable if that's the right word I'm looking for.
Yeah, the versatility amongst it all is just dope. So I take pride in all the training I've had. I'm still learning, obviously, because music is constantly evolving, technology is constantly evolving. So every day I'm finding new ways of finding new things to build upon. But overall, music is what I love to do. And that's that.
It's the consistent practice of what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're musicians, just like a physician. You know, so it's like it's a continuous, practice. Like, we don't stop learning.
Yeah, not at all.
You don't stop learning about squat, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be something new. It's always going to be something that's going to challenge us. It's always going to be something that, we ain't never done before. And we're going to be like, nah, we need to do that because you got the upper hand on me. You got to be fucked up.
Yeah, you got to stay marketable.
Yeah.
You have to stay marketable out here. So that's a little bit of my background.
Okay.
I don't think I'm missing anything. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll share with you my beginnings a little bit. I know every episode they probably hear me talk about it all the time. But like when I was growing up, it was really the radio, the jazz station and the R&B stations back in the late 90s and whatnot. Because if you notice, like you'll listen to the R&B stations now, they're playing shit that that I grew up listening to. But back then, when I was a kid, I was listening to the stuff that my mother and all my other people grew up listening to. It was like really just cold R&B, you know what I'm saying, from the 70s,
yeah, I'd say
from the
70s and 80s,
70s and 80s, and sometimes 60s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna be playing some James Brown, but then that moved on, and then when I went to middle school, then we had a choice. We had a choice to do whatever we want to do, whether we want to do art, football, sports, band, and I chose band because I wanted to play trumpet. That was my first instrument. You know what I'm saying? It's actually sitting right there.
Yeah, and I actually noticed that when I walked in and didn't really know why I was there, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
That was my first instrument, and played that all through middle school. I was like one of the very few middle schoolers in the high school jazz band. And then, and I'm not gonna lie, drumline happened, and then I ended up fucking playing drums.
That changed the game for a lot of folks.
That changed the game, and I appreciated it. And then all my friends that I grew up on the block, you know what I'm saying, we just had fun doing that. It was either that or playing football for me, and we was having more fun doing that. So we just went on ahead and decided to stick with it. And then before I knew it, I was here in Houston. My mom made the executive decision and moved my ass over here. And then high school, college,
and then bam, the
and
rest
then
is
here we are. So that's kind of like how I came up and whatnot, just to kind of match you on that. If you even hadn't heard the story, you know what I'm saying, myself.
I haven't. Bits and pieces, but not from top to bottom.
Yeah,
so
from
that,
top to bottom,
was cool.
That's like a whole synopsis, man. I went from playing the trumpet to drums, and then I decided to learn how to play piano right before I graduated high school. Right. And then we got into college, and got into drumline at TSU and whatnot. In the midst of all that, I was still practicing, and then when my time was ending as an active member, then a whole bunch of us came together. We was like, hey, I know somebody that, I know a church that needs some, that need a musician. I was like, I told.
That's most people start though.
Yeah,
they start off in the church.
Definitely started there. It was definitely a challenge, but then, that's a whole nother conversation in itself. But it definitely helped me as a musician. Gospel isn't necessarily my thing.
I love gospel, but then too, I grew up in the church. So gospel is a huge part of it.
I do too, but when it comes to the skill set, you got to be superb. And I know I'm good at what I do.
They do have a lot of nicks and necks, man.
Yeah, like
it's
you got to come out the womb. You know what I'm saying? Come out the womb doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't that privy or that had the privilege to grow up research and have that type of exposure. So, you know, it was all just willpower for me. It was willpower, just wanting to learn and just going through the trials and tribulations of being a musician. So, moving on. Let's see. You know, I got a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta.
I'm all ready for it.
I know you're ready for it. So I'm gonna hit you with some random ones. You know what I'm saying? This is just like. I think we kind of covered a lot of the questions that I did write down.
Okay.
But let me, you know, I'm gonna ask you about 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? We can expound on that.
Okay.
And I will start by asking, do you follow trends or do you set them?
Ooh. Definitely think I set them.
Oh yeah, I already know that. Everybody knows the question. Anybody that knows Coco Sullivan, she didn't start trends. You know, she ain't following shit.
Yeah, I'm not really big on, and I guess it just depends too, because following is not always a bad thing. Sometimes you have to follow to lead. You know, you have to set ego aside, set whatever aside to actually sit in the back seat and study those who may have the same vision as you or who's like-minded as you, and take in that wisdom and energy. So I think following in that sense, yes. Because I'm observing. I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, what can I absorb from this being that I can apply in my own areas?
Come on, talk to me.
So in that area, yes. But as far as just like the wave, like hopping on the wave, the cloud, or however you want to word it nowadays, nah. Not my cup of tea.
Not at all.
But setting trends, I think, is important. Just in the times we live in right now, I think it's really cool to just be in your own lane. It's so much room for everybody to be in their own lane.
It's so much room.
With so much opportunity, space and opportunity right now, especially during a pandemic at that, it's so much time to set forth a plan for yourself, even if it's a baby step, because baby steps is still a step, right?
Yep. That's what I tell kids. I was like, look, man, you want to play drums? It's all about muscle
just
memory.
Take one baby step. You know, you got to start from somewhere, no matter if it's a leap or a step. You're still farther than you were the previous day, right?
She over here dropping gems,
I'm
baby.
Sorry, that question probably wasn't meant to be taken that deep into detail. But
nah, man, that's why I asked it. That's why I ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? They need to know the real.
For sure. But yeah, that's if I could answer, that's probably my answer in a nutshell.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm on both sides of the fence with it because you know, when music is a forever changing industry, it's a forever changing sound and whatnot. You know, you can literally listen to music in different decades and you know how much music changed. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's always you got to kind of keep up and and do something innovative, think outside the box and whatnot. And me as a producer, musician, engineer, all that good stuff, I always got to kind of pick up on the new trends, all the new tricks and you know what I'm saying, gadgets and gadgets that everybody's on and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I can only do what comes out of my own brain at the time. So
and the fact that you're actively aware of that is a cool thing. Because some people don't identify those changes and they stay where they're at, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you always want to elevate. So,
absolutely. I'm in this past month or two, man, I've been just absorbing music, just experiencing it, kind of stepping into the spectators shoes in a sense, and really just observe and research how everybody reacting, and of course the trends that we all listening to, like for one quick example that I saw change between maybe 2010 and 2015 and then 2015 and now. You know what I'm saying? It would be like a clap. You know what I'm saying? A clap that had like a lot of reverb versus now it's just a rim click.
So you're saying it sounds a bit more thin?
Thin, drier. Okay. It's not a lot. It's not really that wet. You know what I'm saying? As far as sound goes, like you'll hear a clap like back top of the last decade, it would be like a.
It's more full.
It's full back there, but now it's just it's real. You know what I'm saying? Suffocating. It's dry. It's it's really short, but that's what it gives the groove. It leaves room for the 808.
Yeah, but I say a lot of beats now too are very simplistic, and it's just kind of you hit that 808 like crazy. Yeah,
I was doing a lot when I first started, so then when I was like, well, I guess I got to start throwing myself down, and if that's part of the trend, and then people was liking it, I was like, well, I guess that's it. Now I need to start making this dumbed down. I'm not gonna say dumbed down. I'm just gonna like
watered down.
Yeah. I'm just pulling back pulling back everything. And he was like, oh well, not everybody is gonna be technically musical or anything. So
right.
Therefore, if it feels, you know what I'm saying, I just know when to pull out. You know what I'm saying? I know when to pull out when I'm creating, and then I just let them do their thing. If they feeling it, then I'm done.
Then you've done your job.
I've done my job.
Yeah,
you know,
as them being the consumer, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
what's up.
Yeah, so that's my take on the following trends and whatnot, because it makes me better.
Right.
Then I can always go back in my bag and pull out something that was old, and now it sounds new to y'all.
That's true.
That's setting the trend already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I ain't never heard nothing like that before, but this is some old shit that I made like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I mean, you can pull stuff
shit
from like Timberland, Missy, like, stuff they was ahead of their time. And it sound like stuff that is out right now. So like you just said, you can pull out some you probably made in 2011, 2012. People are like, oh, that's new.
Yeah.
No, that was 9-10 years ago.
I had some people come through and they'll hop on a beat that I made back in like 2013, and I hate the shit, but they made the song, and I was like, dang, that's a cool song.
Yeah.
Made me fall in love with my own music again,
and so that's super cool.
Yeah,
that's
that's dope. That's dope. All right. That was pretty healthy right there.
It was.
That was healthy. All right, what's another one? This is a good one. Pre-recording regimens.
Hmm.
What I mean by that, what do you eat? What do you eat? Do you smoke? Do you drink? What gets you right so you can get the best result out of your own music?
Smoking is a no.
It's a no, okay.
Yeah,
of course,
I've done that before,
vocalist.
and just singing wise, that screws me up. Even with alcohol, I don't think I can, because I've had the bad habit even just before shows of drinking alcohol before I go on stage, and that screws me up.
Yeah.
Not even just because I'm not in my right mind, but just vocally, it's not pleasing.
Yeah.
Tea. Tea. Sometime praying, just
that's a good one.
Yeah, like some type of positive energy just to prepare me mentally for when I'm on stage and to get in tune. Or get in character per se,
or not only being on stage or before you
even recording, but recording on stage. I'm kind of using both of them synonymously.
Yeah.
Shoot. Also, sometimes so let's say I'm recording a sad song. Sometimes I have to be sad, if that makes sense. I have to.
You gotta dig deep to a sad moment.
In other words,
it's more or less acting at this point.
Yes, because I want a person to be able to feel the lyrics. So if I'm happy and the song is not happy, you just kind of, I can't be sounding like this.
Yeah,
I'm smiling right now. I can't sound like that in the song. I'm like, okay, well, that kind of doesn't reflect the message.
Yeah, I'm smiling singing a sad song. That's oxymoron.
Right, so I guess kind of like getting in character or becoming one with your lyrics with the song. And even though you may not be experiencing those emotions right at that moment, it's a matter of trying to come to a common ground maybe or a meeting point where you're like, okay, this is what I'm talking about right now. I need to get in character for this song. And then the next song, transition. So
okay,
that's about it. I don't think I do anything too bizarre or like lengthy.
Okay, well, all right. I'll answer that question myself. So I'm not necessarily. I ain't singing nor rapping. So
right.
So what? Like, there's some things that I've done that just. Of course, I'm a smoker, so I'm a smoker regardless. I don't even really just count that.
Right.
I would say the things that get me right would be, in the right mindset. Is just I need some fruit snacks. You know what I'm saying? I need something sweet. Yeah, I need something sweet. I need some sweet. You know what I'm saying? To chew on and to to feel good, because it's like when I have some fruits, I love fruit snacks. So when I have fruit snacks, it just makes me happy.
Right.
And it makes me comfortable no matter what type of situation I'm in. I could be in the studio making some tracks for a bunch of goons, and it's like, they all packing this drugs everywhere. It's a place where anybody can go down if it went down. You know what I'm saying? But in that environment, I'm like, well, I'm making music. I got my fruit snacks. I don't give a fuck. As long as they happy, I'm happy.
Fruit snacks. What's your favorite fruit snacks?
Kellogg's fruit snacks.
I thought you would at least said Welch's.
Well, Welch's is honorable mention.
Okay, as long as you fuck with.
Yeah, I fuck with Welch's. Yeah. No, I've been cursing this whole time.
Gotta make sure. Bleep, bleep, you know.
Nah, it's going. Nah, man, it's unfiltered, uncut, raw. All that.
But you know what's funny? When I eat before a session, I'll burp or something. So I can't.
You'll make sure you burp.
No, I'm saying like it'll slip up. So to avoid that happening during a session, I just don't eat. Like I'd rather not eat.
That's true. That's true. I had a recording session one time, and there was a singer. Her name Tally. Shout out to Tally and Sunny and TOD. Shout out to them. They just finished.
That's right. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they did a verse for me not that long ago for the June 27th joint I made.
Nice.
I'm gonna talk to you about that in a second.
Okay.
But she had lemon and hot sauce.
Like to eat prior to.
Yeah, to eat prior. That was her regimen.
Did she explain why?
No, I didn't care to ask because you know what I'm saying, that's her thing and whatnot. You know what I'm saying, so I let her have it, and then when we recorded, she was amazing. So I was like, man, I ain't judging.
I was like, she's a dope.
So I don't know whether she took a slice of lemon and put hot sauce on it and suck on the lemon like as if she was taking a shot or something like that.
Right.
That's what I saw. She can correct me if she, you know what I'm saying, if it's any different than it is now. But that was like a while ago. Okay. So that's why I ask those things, because certain people need to get in the mode before
Well, maybe I just haven't found my technique yet. If I'm being honest, I probably haven't explored that fully. But as of now, I don't really have nothing.
Yeah, it's not much. Yeah. Like I even heard allegedly, John Legend, he'll just eat like a whole bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken before he goes in. What? Yeah, well, not a whole bucket. He'll have some fried chicken. But
just some fried chicken. Yeah, that's something like that's okay.
Chicken breasts or something like that.
Usually heavy on the vocal cords.
So I think I seen the clip when he was recording on the late registration and whatnot, and he was like, "Yeah, need some fried chicken before I record."
I'm weak. Okay, fried chicken.
Yeah, man.
Well, I need to, I guess, probably think some more on that. But yeah, technically, I don't. Besides the basic stuff, like I say, tea and then a little prayer or something, I don't really do too much. So
okay, well, as long as that works, then you don't need nothing else.
Yeah, so far so good. So good.
What else we got? One more, and then I'll talk to you about the June 27th. Start with that one.
Okay.
Let's see, we got one more. All right, this is a cliche question. Very cliche, very popular question. Let's see. Give me. I may be asking the question wrong, but we're gonna go from there.
Okay.
Damn, so many good questions, man. I might ask you one more after this one.
Okay. All right.
Give me 3 of your in your opinion classic albums. 3.
Is it a time frame?
No time frame. Dead or alive. Anytime, anywhere.
Trying to get me dragged on this show.
Yeah, last episode they was like, "Dang, Roby, you fucked me up with that question."
Yeah, I'm like, you trying to get me dragged. Okay. Obviously, I'm a diehard Lauryn Hill fan. So,
oh yeah, she got it tatted on it all.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill is tatted on my back. We got the same birthday. That's my Gemini twin.
Okay.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill has got me through some really tough times. So that's one of my favorite albums of all time. When A Seat at the Table.
Solange.
That album also got me through a lot of hard times.
I like that song Almeida. I think that might be my favorite one.
Wait, is it A Seat at the Table? Or I'm talking about her first one. What's the first one?
St. Hadley?
No. It's the one that Cranes in the Sky is on.
No, it's A Seat at the Table.
So it is A Seat at the Table, right?
It's A Seat at the Table, and then she got another one right after that. It's called When I Get Home.
Okay, so I'm talking about A Seat at the Table.
Okay.
So yeah, like the one with Cranes in the Sky, like Don't Touch My Hair, Fubu, all that. Mm-hmm. That album brings back some really cool memories for me, and that was 2016.
Yeah, Almeida's hard. Almeida is on that one.
No, Almeida's on the second one. But that one is dope. Okay. I do like that one.
That's my favorite joint. Okay.
And I'm speaking just R&B pretty much right now.
Okay, no, that's cool.
And one more. What else is a notable album in my life?
I'll give you my 3.
Yeah, but I can't. I'm gonna have to sit. I'm gonna have to scroll through my phone or something. Look through my.
Need that last one though.
I don't know.
Watch, you gonna lead this episode. You like, fuck, I should have said that one.
Exactly. That's why I'm upset, because I know that there's one out there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna probably be like, oh damn, when I walk out of here. But no, go for it. Share your three. I'm gonna brainstorm on that last one.
All right, my three is first, since you got R&B, I got a classic R&B album that I like. It's just Gotta Make It by Trey Songz.
Really?
His first album, 2005. I listen to that shit to this day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
My favorite album from him was Ready. Which I think was his
third
maybe
one.
Yes, because
that was his third one.
Yeah, that was his third one. Because Trey Day was his second one.
Yeah, third. That was his third joint. That one was hard. My second one, I gotta go with freaking All Eyes on Me.
That's Pac. Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw another I'm gonna throw a real recent one in there. I know it's hard too. It's hard for me
thank
too.
you. I found my third.
You found your third? All right, cool.
Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly" was another very powerful album for me.
Okay.
And a lot of people did not like that album.
But they like it now.
And that's the crazy part. I had tweeted about that a while ago because I'm like, oh, I ain't forgot. Y'all was talking shit about that album. But that album was powerful for me.
It was, bro.
Like, I can listen to that from top to bottom. And I also just like the musicality of it, too. You know, the live instrumentation, this, that, and the third. But yeah, I would probably say that third one is, and that's hip hop.
Yeah, and I think the reason why people talk big shit about it is because they freaking, you know what I'm saying? He hit him over the head with a curveball, based on coming off of Good Kid, Mad City.
Exactly. It was complete curveball.
Complete curveball. 180. Like, nah.
And it went over a lot of their heads. Even just the lyricism, just like I said, the musicality.
Even the first song, when I first heard the first brand new song prior to it was Black of the Berry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a powerful song in itself too. Right. But if I gotta hit, that's a good one because I still jam that.
That's why I jammed that one.
That's a good one, but I ain't gonna count that one. My third one is. What is that third one? Third one in? Because I can look at my phone too and look.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's so hard.
Because I said it last episode, I just can't fucking remember. It might just change. It might change every time I fucking ask the question.
It be like that though. It's so many dope albums out there.
Damn, I gotta pull out the third one.
Is it R&B?
Nah, it's rap. It's hip hop. It's hip hop. I'm gonna have to go. It's so many of them. But I'm gonna have to go with Wiz Khalifa's Cushion Orange Juice.
I haven't really just listened to it, so I wouldn't know.
That was the sound. That was like 2009, 2010.
I remember it. I recall it. I never really take time to listen to Wiz at all. Really.
That was my sophomore year in college, man. It was a vibe. It was a supreme vibe. And then once we heard that, we knew he was about to take off.
Yeah.
Once we heard that, it was over. Right. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Black and Yellow came out.
Yep, and I do remember that. Yeah. I remember that track. They played the hell out of that.
So I'm gonna have to go with Wiz Khalifa's joint because I can listen to that shit front to back. Another honorable mention would be To Pimp a Butterfly. Another honorable mention would be Dom Kennedy's the Yellow album.
Never heard that either.
All right. I got another one. Get Rich or Die Trying. That's a classic. I can listen to that front and back.
Okay.
I can listen to that front and back. I mean,
I haven't heard it in a while.
I keep going at this point. Now my memory's jogged. Chronic 2001 is like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so many.
All right, I got.
But okay, I like that.
Yeah, I got one more. One more for you. And then we can talk about June 27th and how it relates to you and how I started. You know how I pretty much started that campaign.
Right. Okay.
So.
Looks like you struggling to find a good
question. I'm struggling to find a good one because I write these down my damn self. You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool.
I write them down myself. All right. I haven't asked this one a lot. So, how did you know about Robi?
Ooh. Well, how did I know? Like, how did I know about you?
Yeah, how did you find out? You know what I'm saying? Was that the point that we met?
I'll say that night. It's probably great timing because that was the Lou Music Showcase.
I still got those tickets. Right.
Yeah. I still have. I think I only have like one.
I got two.
But yeah, and like you said, from there we worked together, and you know, we kind of started our own band when y'all would perform with me. And then, of course, it was icing on the cake, you know, when we found out we both marched with Funk Train. So that just, like I said, that was just icing on the cake from that point. So, yeah.
Because you was about to, you enrolled that same year.
Right. So when we met, that was my crab year, freshman year, at TSU. Because I had transferred. Money, I was at UTSA first. Yeah. And then I transferred to TSU.
So technically you were technically a freshman. You was just crab.
Yeah, I just crabbed.
You just came in. Okay, all right.
I was one of the old head crabs, basically. Yeah.
Well, real quickly, I wanna explain to you the June 27 joint. You know, we played it on numerous occasions. Okay. As a member of the Ocean, and as a live performance band. And whatnot, so that was very easily. So my boy Keto Flex, Big Game, and Demo, the big homie Demo, they, you know, well, Keto came to me. He was like, "Hey, I want you to recreate June 27th." What do you think happened? I was like, "Bro, that shit easy."
Right.
That shit easy. I'm gonna play it for you later. I don't think you've have you seen it? No.
I think I've seen you post it. I heard a little bit of it.
Okay,
I saw you post about it.
I'll play that joint for you, but you know what I'm saying. That's something that's the campaign that we're working on right now. And
what's the sole purpose of it?
The sole purpose of it is cross promoting Keto Flex's clothing brand, which is Houston culture, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the double cups on the socks. He has like double cut. You know what I'm saying? Bucket hats, the clothing, everything Houston on clothes. Like you name it, 84 swingers. You know, all that stuff. Like anything you can think of, Oilers. He got you.
All of it from vintage to now.
Vintage to now.
I thought it.
And then it was a humbling experience. At the same time, it was like effortless because it was like, okay, it was easy. You know?
Right.
So, but at the same time, and then that's when I'm Houston adjacent. I was born here.
Right.
I was born here. I wasn't raised here. I'm not necessarily from the culture, but I came back, you know, and I've been in high school and college here. So
I would say at this point, you know what it is.
I know what it is.
You've been around long enough.
I understand what the culture is and whatnot, and we played June 27 before I actually heard the actual freestyle. So once I got digging into that, I was like, oh, okay, this shit bigger than me. This shit bigger than me. So, you know, I linked up with them, and I also linked up with Houston Trend Magazine. We got a video coming out. I'm shooting I'm chopping up some footage right now as we speak.
Dope.
And I'm gonna show you that joint later, but I definitely wanted to you know, bring that to your attention because it came from that because, you know, you and we were the only people that was really playing it live like that anyway. So you know, so that's where it kind of came from.
Really plays June 27. They'll play Houston-based tunes, but not actual. We are credited or known for playing June 27. So
exactly.
That's definitely for the culture, for sure.
Okay. But that's like all that in a nutshell. I can keep going more and more about it, but I think, you know, we need to wrap things up. But first, last but certainly not least, I need you to get your shout outs in. I need you to plug your business because I know you're a hard working woman. And I want, you know what I'm saying, let it all out. You know, you can look at that camera.
Lord have mercy.
Go ahead, look at that one.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name's Coco Sullivan. I need to run that back.
You can, yeah.
All right. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Coco Sullivan. As you mentioned, I am a singer, songwriter, rapper, entrepreneur, educator, percussionist, DJ, a jack of all trades. Basically, I just love to be involved in art and music and artistry. You can find me on all social media outlets at Coco Sullivan. That's COCO and then Sullivan, SULLIVAN. I am an entrepreneur, as I mentioned, so I own a for-profit and a non-profit. My for-profit is called Flow Studios. That's Flow, FLOA, and that stands for the love of artistry. For the artist, by the artist. We have a media studio in the heart of Third Ward. It's a one-stop media shop. So anything you need media-based, whether it be recording, podcasting, graphics, photography, videos, rehearsal space, you name it, we got it. Just book online at flowstudios.com. And then my nonprofit is called The Yard. That stands for Young Artists Reaching Dreams. So we're a aspiring after-school program.
She got on the shirt right there.
Yes, I'm actually rocking the tee right now. You can also check us out, theyardhouston.org, and that's catering to middle and high school students, offering drumline, dance, step, and private lessons, as well as academic enrichment for those kids that need that academic boost.
Yes.
Yep. Woo, that was a big plug.
I love it. Plug it in, plug it in.
Already.
Yeah. So, well, I think that's all we got. That's all I got for you and whatnot, man. Once again, I want to appreciate you coming out, out of your busy schedule.
Thank you for having me.
Had this conversation with me and whatnot. And we're going to have more. We're going to have a little special thing for you at the end of this episode. Because, in the Force is Real podcast, we do a conversation. We listen to some music. Right on the same spot in real time. So at the end of this episode, you're definitely going to get a little sneak taste of what Coco Sullivan is going to be doing in 2020. So once again, man, I'm RobiWanKanobi. This is the Force is Real podcast. And I think that's it, huh?
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned till the next time.
Till next time.
All right, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.